everyone, welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Eric, and today I will be talking about my 10 most anticipated movies of 2021. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. Click on that notification bell just to see more of our shenanigans. Alright everyone, this list is not in any particular order, it's just my top 10 for 2021. But starting off, Mortal Kombat, I'm really excited for this movie. James Wan is attached to it as a producer, and anything that man has ever worked on has been gold, in my opinion. And I love playing the games. I love the characters. I love the lore. It's a great fucking franchise, and I'm really excited to see this movie do justice for these characters I love. Next up, Black Adam. He's one of my he's top 5 in my opinion favorite villains. For DC. He's just, I love that character a lot. I love his backstory. I love, how, savage he is. He can go toe-to-toe with Superman all day, every day by himself. And, I think he's beating the shit out of the Justice League more than once. I'm really excited to see Dwayne Johnson portray this character. At first I was a little iffy, but watching the little comic, a little animated trailer we got, just him talking in the background, saying everything, like, it sounds very serious, and I heard that he's become a better actor through a show called Ballers. More hopeful for this movie in a sense. Next up, I got Sherlock Holmes 3. I don't think there's an official title for the movie yet. I don't know yet, but because I know the second one was called Game of Shadows. But I've been waiting for this movie since, the second one came out, I'm really excited to see RDJ play Sherlock Holmes. I'm ready to see Jude Law be Dr. Watson. I want to see that interaction because, they think he's dead, and clearly he wasn't at the end of number 2. I want to see what the next mystery is going to be. So, we'll get to see that hopefully next year, and hopefully this whole Sunkiss situation goes away. Next up is Zack Snyder's cut for Justice League. The Justice League we got, as a fanboy, I liked it because I got to see these characters come together in the big screen. If I take the fanboy out, this movie was, would I say subpar? It wasn't as good. I think the extended version of Batman vs. Superman was better than Justice League. And I don't want that. In my opinion, Justice League should be better than that. And it wasn't. So hopefully with Snyder's cut, it'll help me, care, or not care, but it'll help me like this movie more. And we got to see the trailer. We got to see more. I'm excited to see, seeing certain scenes they cut out for this movie. I want to see what kind of scenes they altered or something. So yeah, I'm just super psyched for this movie to come out on HBO Max. The Suicide Squad is the title for this one. It's a part 2 of Suicide Squad. And James Gunn is the director for this movie. He's a director for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and he'll be coming back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I feel like him attached to Suicide Squad, he'll give it justice for these characters as well. And he also said that he put a lot of effort and work into this movie because he actually wanted these characters to be better, and I wanted this movie to be better than what the last one was. And it's no offense to the last director who did Suicide Squad, because it wasn't his fault. It was actually the studio's fault. And in our opinion, when the studio gets involved in projects, sometimes they rush things too quickly, and that's when things fall through the cracks. But hopefully, James Gunn did a great job with this film. Next up is Godzilla vs. Kong. This will be the 4th movie for the Kaiju franchise, I guess you would say. Godzilla franchise. It's the Godzilla franchise. Fuck it. It's all about him. It's always been about him. It never was about the other ones. Fuck them. But we got to see a lot of these big monsters come up in Godzilla King of Monsters. So we got to see different ones. We got to see another Muto, which is weird because I thought there was only 2, but we got to see another one, and different ones and stuff. We're excited to see Godzilla throw down with King Kong. My money's on Godzilla all the way. I mean, King Kong is dope and all, but Godzilla got this. And if he loses, I'm writing a hard letter to Warner Brothers. I mean, yeah, to Warner Brothers. Fuck them. Next up, I have Eternals from Marvel Studios. This was very interesting just because it's an out of the ballpark movie it's rude to say, but it's not a lot of Marvel fans know about the Eternals. But if you don't, I should suggest read on the Eternals, because Thanos is an Eternal. His father was an Eternal, and so he's essentially an Eternal as well. And the Eternals are basically just they're Marvel's version of DC's New Gods. They basically just ripped it off and everything. But I want to say rip it off, but that's what it did. It'll be interesting to see these characters, come alive and stuff, because it's weird that we get this movie at all. I think we might see Thanos, because this is 30 years into the past. I don't want to say 30 years because I don't know how long it is, but it's in the past, basically. Kind of like a prequel of basically the MCU. Is Resident Evil? It's a reboot. I don't know who's directing this movie. I just know that it's like I said, it's a reboot of the whole franchise. It's going to be interesting to see this movie, how it's going to interact, because they're going to take away Mila Jovovich, which was part of the old franchise. And I loved watching those movies, because that's what I grew up with. And not all of them are great. I mean, technically none of them are great. It's just, I love them. But we'll see how this movie goes. They're getting more involved with the games, in a sense. So we'll get to see these actual characters do well, hopefully. Next up, I have Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which is the official title for Venom 2. I don't want to say I'm super excited for this movie. I'm just intrigued, because I like the first one. But the biggest fault with the first one is that he's not really Venom. Because without Spider-Man, you don't get Venom. And without Spider-Man, you don't also get Carnage. Because that's that whole lineage of how that all exists. And the way they did this film, like it's okay, but it's not in my eyes. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And it's going to be weird seeing the second one, because, in a sense, he's not really Venom, but, it's Venom, whatever. So, hopefully, Sony fixes this whole debacle with them. I mean, I'm still end up watching it just because I love the character. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Last but not least is Dune. I watched the trailer. The first time I watched the trailer, I was interested a lot. I love sci-fi movies, and then I saw all these these big actors in it, like Oscar Isaacs, Jason Momoa, and Josh Brolin. Watching it, and I don't know nothing. I have know nothing about it, but I'm really excited because I love basically what they showed me in the trailer. I know it's a reboot of a film they did, I don't know how long ago. And I know it's based off the books. I've never read the books, never saw the first movie, the original movie. But watching that trailer made me read more, I guess, research more on this movie entirely and see what it's all about. But I'm just watching the trailer, I was excited to see where this goes. All right, everyone. So that's my top 10 for 2021. Let us know in the comment section what your top 10 are, or just any movies that you're excited for next year. Check out the links for Joseph's and David's top 10 as well. And until next time, goodbye.